Hello and welcome back to our DPL match today. We just saw the rivals match, Rise versus Red Team, and now we have the upcoming DPL match, SH Esports versus BTG. I'm still TH Pine, and I'm still here with Stuffed Shark. Hey.
Hey, howdy. How you doing?
I'm still doing fine, very great, and I want to report some results. Because the GAC versus Reds team match has ended, and Reds actually took that match, I believe 7-5, very close. And that means that the current standings for rivals is Rise and Gnome are both tied for first place with 11 points, and will have to play a tiebreaker match next weekend. However, the third slot goes to Reds with 10 points, while Red Team and LCG both tie for the 4th and 5th place, and GAC is on the 6th place, not having a shot at relegation. So either Rise or Gnome will get a free entry into BDPL because the first rivals team will not have to fight their way into it because Hyper disbanded. The other one will have to fight the 7th placed team of DPL in the relegation after the playoffs, and then the Reds will fight the 6th placed team of a DPL, and they will get their shot. So that's for me. This result is a complete upset. Like when I looked at the teams and rivals at the start of the season, I saw there LTG, Rise, GAC. Okay, that's the top contenders for these top 3 slots, and now they end up on the places 4 to 6, not getting a shot at relegation. so that's really wild, especially if you keep in mind that Red and Gag both almost got into DPL via the qualifier, and only barely did not make it. And you could blame the Swiss system for that back then, and they got some unlucky matchups there. So it's really interesting to me to see that Rise and Gnome, both pretty new teams, coming in here and just rising up in the ranks and taking the slots. And Reds have been around for a while, but they were never one of the stronger teams. But it seems like they got a good comeback this season and are now really strong and might make it into DPL for season 3, which would be very exciting. So I'm looking forward to the relegation matches and then the next season for sure. But enough of rivals. Let's talk about DPL, shall we? Because as I said, we have BTG versus SH coming up, and they are both right now on 8 points. And so is Fierce, who will play SPG tomorrow. So we have 3 teams at 8 points. We have Mazer far beyond all of them with 14 points at the top, and they will play Momentum today, so they will tomorrow. So they will probably get another 3 points there, or at least it looks like it. Although you never know, but good chance that they'll actually completely take off there with 17 points. But even if they don't, they're far ahead already with 14 points. I don't think anyone can actually take them. No, nobody can. They're secured their first place already. Flogel's right now on 9 points, but that's only because they actually won their match this week already, quote unquote won. They got a free win because they were scheduled versus Hyper this weekend. So Flogel's on 9 points, but only because they have a match. They have one match more than the others have. So, if SH or BTG or Fierce wins one of their matches, they will surpass Flogel's here. So this match, basically, BTG versus SH, is the match for second place here, really. And it also is important because keep in mind the playoffs will be the top 4 teams, and we have Macer secured, but then we have Flogels with 9 points because they won already, and then BTG, Fierce, and SH with eight each of them 8 points. That's 5 teams. So either Flogels, BTG, Fierce, or SH will not make it into playoffs. I mean, it's gonna be tricky for Flogels to. Well, if SH and BTG tie here, and Fierce wins or ties as well, then Flogels actually might make it into playoffs. Otherwise, it will be the other the other teams. No, then Flawless might not make it into playoffs, is what I wanted to say. Because if BTG or SH win this match, then the other team loses, and they will be stuck with their 8 points, getting the 5th place and not making playoffs. So again, another very important match. I hope that was not too much talking without visualization, but we will definitely give you a nice overview on Monday and give you all the infos again in detail with the final results and everything. Well, not quite final because we might need some tiebreakers next week. But what I'm trying to say is this match is really important, and we're about to get in. So enough theory. Let's look at reality here and go into the match if we can. I'm struggling. There we go. So yeah, do you have who are you rooting for, Shark?
Ooh.
Do you have a favorite? Do you expect someone to have the advantage here? What's your take on this match?
It's a tough one. I want to give it to Volts and the rest of Slaughterhouse for really being a strong, players. But I know my buddy Billboard from a long, long time ago. I think I'm curious to see how these teams are going to play out and who's going to ultimately take it. I want to give the onus to Slaughterhouse, but still BTG could come up with the strong upset. I'm curious to see how these teams are going to battle it out. My money's on Slaughterhouse.
Fair bet. As I said, they're sorry, I got distracted by my loading screen, which throws up a weird error message. I might have to restart. But yeah, as I said, they're tied, and whoever wins this match will make it into qualifiers. If they tie, well, it's going to be interesting. So, again, a very interesting situation, similar to what we just had with the Rivals match. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Both teams full of veterans, really. Both teams been around for a while, not necessarily under those names, but both teams well known and well proven. And it seems like we're in the first map here, which is Operation Raging Life. BTG is on the attack. It's a factory map. With double office. Bomb is in south office. Interesting. Yeah, absolutely. It's a 2-floor toxic, which connects to south office. Oh, it's this one with the free entry and storage. We saw that a few times already, or at least once last week. It's an interesting one, and it looks like SH is expecting the eco play here, but I'm not quite sure what BTG is trying to go for. It looks like a fan play, maybe? If I'm reading this correctly, it's a little bit... The lines are not super conclusive. So we'll see what they do when they actually set up. But SH definitely setting up in south office here. Actually, 2 players on dock. Well, dock and conveyors, rather, where power is located. They have the barbed wire on the staircase towards dock, which is important in case they actually go dock. We'll see. Do they eco? No, they have a door charge. Going south. So this might go dock or fan. They have 2 players. Actually, they rotate 2 players in toxic now.
Yeah, interesting. Positioning and strategy coming in from both sides. We see Slaughterhouse playing it relatively open. Not looking for any openings to get breached on, but we do see a triple push now on the shelving on this fan play here. Brain, though, is in position for the first one into combat if they do go for that breach. They see the barbed wire. Here comes the breach. They still have the barbed wire to get rid of. We do see a Molotov to block the push. At least give it some time for them to rotate out and around. It is an entire focus pushed on that shelving position. Godspeed actually is in the dock area there. Oh, long shot across. Mackie moves to get the first kill onto Frosty. Bit of an opening. But we'll just
they did not bring them off, by the way. That was an Ingmar. Unusual.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a bold approach. Mackie moves definitely strong with that mop. Opts for the Ingmar instead. Josh, though, get the kill onto Net, opening things up a little bit for the push. Wow. Oh, Mackie Moose gets another kill onto Godspeed. This whole push has been halted by Mackie Moose and Josh, tag teaming it up and destroying this breach before it even started. They're still stuck on the outside, trying to find an opening, but Brandwan trying to get running into the smoke and then to get into a push, but they had that barbed wire to watch out for.
I wonder if they're safe now.
Blocking everything. Yeah, this would actually be a really good time to save. Not sure what they're opting to do. We see Billboard rotating on the backside. Might be going for a lucky wallbang.
They're down to 40 seconds.
Bottom floor.
I don't see them winning this. I believe they will save at least the Saber and the Clacker.
Yeah, they have the resources. Definitely worth it to save instead of trying to go for the push. And it looks like that is the call being made. We see them rotating away from that position and then opening. They're gonna, give this round up but keep those valuable resources as the first round going to Slaughterhouse. Possibly, definitely 1-0.
Yeah. This is a bit anticlimactic, but this round definitely goes to Slaughterhouse and will come down to the barbed wire placement and fan, which right now does not get blown up. We'll see if that changes in the future, but right now barbed wire on fan will not be destroyed by the door charge. And then Mackie and Josh with some nice picks here from the ground. I'm still confused that Mackie did bring an Ingmar instead of the Mop here. That's very unusual. Usually we see Mackie with the sniper rifle. He's usually he's one of the well-known snipers in this game. So it's a bit unusual for sure. Doesn't really change much because they won the round regardless. So they will have both. So chat is going a bit back and forth. They're supposed to stay quiet, right, in chat, because that's actually the rule change we made last week. But I think they're bantering there, so it's not too big of a deal. But if it is, we'll have a referee look at it after the match. Regardless, SH taking the first round, very good start for them. Oh yeah, by the way, just as a reminder, this is not best of 1 as the Rivals match was. This is actually best of 2 because this is DPL. So even if SH or BTG, whoever wins this first game, the match is not over. Yeah, this could still go the other way in the second match, in the second game. But we will find out. For now, we're in the second round of the first game, and we're on Operation King Rook. And this is a killhouse map with a huge breezeway on the east side, and Bombus and Clap and if you ask me, this club might be a little tricky to siege. I mean, okay, I guess you have 3 entrances, hallway, but hallway is not really. No, wait, a hallway is not really an entrance. Is the problem because hallway is one way, really. You cannot get into hallway except from club. So this is not really an entrance. It's just an exit. So yeah, I mean, you can, I guess. No, that's a high window. You cannot wall bang through that. That doesn't work. But yeah, club might be a little hard to breach here, actually. So we'll see if BTG can find a good way to get in there. Seems like SH wants to completely avoid office and then have double barbed wire and backstage to double down on that play. There's one, they just pointed out one way how you can actually come in through hallway though, which would be a wall charge from lockers. That would be an interesting play. I'm not quite sure what BTG is up to. It seems like they want to do an eco play maybe here, splitting in breezeway. Or from breezeway into office and lockers. This might work out. We will see. We have Zombie Bacon sitting with the auto shotgun back in kitchen, and 2 other of his teammates sitting in front of him in lockers. Well, Mackie and Volps, Mackie now with the mob, are sitting in club. This might be a hard breach. We will see. This seems like this might very well go into SH's favor, in my opinion. But you never know before the round actually starts. So. We'll find out momentarily, but yeah, this is definitely an eco play. BTG decides to save here for some reason. They have 2 clackers. They could have brought a charge, so this surprises me a bit. But I guess they decide it's not valuable to bring one. Anyway, they're going in, clearing out office.
Yes, they're pushing through office now. Billboard Church clearing things out, keeping things safe and open. Volpes is waiting with that Ingmar. Sorry, Volps, not Volpes. Godspeed, waiting with the free fire across to Josh. No worries. Redwan though gets the wallbang kill onto Josh. Opening
that was a window,
a little bit.
Wallbang.
Oh, it was a window. Nice shot through the window. And through the wall, at least. It looks like we do see a bit of a split push here. Partially Billboard holding off backstage, holding attention outside of house while the rest of the team goes in and pushes Rain very aggressively. Brandwan will not get the kill though. Rain will come out on top despite the push with the KR. A nice small to stop that push. Again, they're just cutting down the time. So I'm making those waiting with actually a nice barbed wire on the kitchen there. They're going to give up the lockers and holding kitchen there. A little more coverage on those sides. We do see BTG clearing things up on the lockers position as Billboard is still just waiting for them to focus and rotate. Volps is waiting though with that Ingmar.
Ooh, cost him so much time.
It is, and
35
Volpe
seconds
is
already.
trying to. Oh, he tags Billboard on the side, but Billboard will get the kill into Mackie Moose as Godspeed team kills Frosty. Ned takes out Rain. Zombie takes out Godspeed, and Zombie gets another kill onto Ned, and Volps will get the kill, the final one of this round, onto Billboard, carrying the round for Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it looked good for them for a second when they eventually pushed in, but they were down in time. They had to rush it a little bit, and then Zombie Bacon with the auto shotgun was basically unstoppable up there. As you can see, like they all got killed in the same place, basically. So yeah, strong start for Slaughterhouse here, really, for sure. Looking very good for them, but I feel this map. I'm looking forward to Slaughterhouse actually pushing on this map in 3 rounds because I want to see what they do with this. I'm still a little bit confused that BTG decided to not bring a charge in a clacker here. Maybe they just gave up this map entirely and were like, yeah, no, when like a charge doesn't bring us much, let's just try to wing it and have double charge on the next map. We will see if that pays off. It's a C-store. I mean, a wall charge and a draw charge will definitely be useful here. They can either go freezer storefront or bathroom storefront. This is actually an interesting C-store because it doesn't have to bomb in storefront. In general, storefront is more of like a side place here. It's not a super important room. It has a free entry mainly. And more important is what's going on in storage because that's where the bomb is placed. Arcade being cornered down there southwest with the power button. Or might be important as well. It seems like they actually want to go for the double breach play and freeze. No, they want to split push. They want to definitely do the wall charge from freezer into storage. But that's also what Slaughterhouse expects here. We will see how they fight against it. BTG has circled that little pocket there in storage, which is obviously a dangerous spot for a defender to sit in. So they want to make sure to clear that out before they actually enter the room. And yeah, it seems like they want to go storefront from Skylight into freezer and then bring the wall charge into storage while split pushing from shed. I mean, they have 2 clackers, so that comes to their advantage here, really. We'll see how much that does, though, because when they're actually coming from freezer into storage, then the bathroom entrance is not that important anymore. I mean, it depends on where Slaughterhouse positions themselves, but it seems like Slaughterhouse is mostly positioning them, or not mostly, like all of them are positioning them in storage, office, and arcade. So the eastern part of the map is completely uncontested. So yeah, these charges will not actually do much. I mean, the wall charge will, but the door charge is not going to help them much. They will just take bathroom, teller, storefront, freezer, no problem. Well, freezer, we will see. But yeah, Wolf's actually sitting with the barbed wire in that pocket. I wonder where he want to place it. We will see. Mackie with the mob, zombie next to him with the auto shotgun, both in office, holding down the angles. I assume zombie is waiting there to push out into storage eventually, while Mackie is trying to get some long range angles. He may be on the watch out spot actually. I think he's predicting that. And yeah, they're going in. We'll see if they can pull it off.
Yeah, they're just kind of opening up the windows and freezer, trying to find any kind of opening on the side, waiting for players to be in there. But again, the rest of Slaughterhouse is waiting in the storage, arcade, and not freezer. But
one more thing, Slaughterhouse is really short on Molotov. They only have one Molotov on Zombie Bacon because they used so many in the last round, which won them the round, but they're kind of short now. So we'll see if that works in BTG's favor here, maybe.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see if they're going to do anything with that. They have mostly flares. Reduces and pre-fire is starting to happen as Billboard takes some damage, or at least taking some fire, at least damage in there. Here comes the breach from the side as Billboard takes out Mackie Moose. Volp's running in, get the nice Molotov to block up that push. That is going to be a very effective one as Ned will get the kill onto Volps. Brandwan looking for an opening across, as is Josh. Oh, here comes the aggressive side push. Frosty coming in danger close. Has the clacker and a flashbang, but it's not using the clacker just yet. They're already on the bomb defusing. Here comes Zombie Bacon with the auto shot. Josh get the kill on Brandwan as Billboard will get the kill on Zombie Bacon on the bomb. Ned already defusing, as is Frosty. Josh getting the shot across. Oh, but Godspeed will get the kill on the Rain. Oh, but Ned takes out Josh. That's going to be the round for BTG.
That was really, really good positioning by Godspeed, waiting behind the ice to let Rain run past him. Because, like, SH realized if we're only going through office, like we have too many, like after they lost storage, basically if we're only going through office, then we have too many guns looking in that direction and towards that single door, and everyone who tried to rush through, they got killed pretty fast. So they had to try to push through freezer and come from the other side as well, and they did. But yeah, Godspeed stopped Rain there by just waiting behind the ice bags, letting him run past, and then shoot him in the back. Very well played, nice positioning, worked out really well for them. And yeah, BTG shows they're not actually out of the game yet by far. It's 2-1. First set going to SH. But we will see how it goes now that SH is on the attack. We're back on Raging Live, and this is the 2 office map. We will see what they do here. It seems like they're also considering a fan play. That's where BTG got completely stopped last set. We'll see if it works out better for them, but it seems like they want to actually do a split push with storage and fan. They're also considering Dog. I think they're still debating their plan. They did not quite settle on one yet. BTG not drawing many lines. I think there might... Are those barbed wire placements? Maybe. Just see some simple lines here. And yeah, they definitely... BTG, SH definitely wants to get into office, obviously. I mean, there's a bomb is, but they're drawing a lot of sidelines there on the high ground and stuff. I feel like they really want to go dogs here. We'll see if they actually do that. They're scared of the catwalk in storage. So many sidelines from there. Defenders can hide behind the railing. It's kind of hard to fight against that. And indeed, we have Ned sitting there with what looks like to be... I can't see him. He's in the doorway. Looks like to be an Ingmar or an F1. I think it's an Ingmar. It is. The other defenders, Billboard actually with the mob here sitting in shelving. Brandon is on the highway next to Fan. Godspeed sitting in the truck. Interesting. And the whole team of SH is slow walking towards Dog. So they might go all the way around to Fan, but I believe they're actually going to do the Dog play here. Maybe taking power, definitely rushing into office. And that's it. I feel like this might actually This might work. We will see. If Billboard can stop him with the mob there, okay. If Godspeed gets out the barbed wire, he's trying. He does. Gets killed for it, though. Oh,
Yeah,
so does Billboard.
Wow. Wow, huge push and huge aggression coming up from Slaughterhouse. This is what they do best. Mackie was getting another kill onto Brand Juan as he got the kill onto Billboard. Josh got Godspeed as Volps got the kill onto Frosty. That's nearly all of it. There you go. Zombie Bacon, fast round, takes out Ned, and that's going to be Slaughterhouse securing the bomb site, securing the win for this round. That is Slaughterhouse special.
Absolutely. That was an amazing push. Godspeed here with the barbed wire, with the reactive barbed wire. Very well, was a very well, he prepared for that. He expected that push, and he got to play barbed wire down, but he got killed for it, and Billboard could not take advantage of it either. Got killed there from Mackie, not even counter-sniped. Mackie had an AP. So yeah, that just was a very strong push from Slaughterhouse. They just used their guns very effectively, I'd say. Rushed in very fast, and BTG kind of expected that play, but did not set up for only that, and well, not perfectly prepared for it, and that did cost him the round. That brings SH in a comfortable 3-1 position, but keep in mind this is the best of two. We're far from done here. This is far from over. Let's not call this match quite yet, but SH is in the lead here for sure. I mean, taking momentum on the attack side can be very strong. It means, yes, they use a door charge, but they still have 2 Cluckers. They also still have their Saber. They might have picked up the mob. I actually did not see that, but probably, I would assume. I mean, they still had plenty of time, so I don't think they left anything behind that was of any value. So I would assume they picked up the mob. Would be very surprised if not, but who knows? Sometimes you forgot in the heat of the battle. But yeah, that puts them in a strong position. The mob is a one-shot body shot against defenders. So very, very dangerous, losing that on the first round. We'll see if they can take advantage. I mean, this map has enough long angles. Actually, the mob might be a key element in actually winning this map on attack, because it allows you to maybe get that push from backstage into club, because the main problem coming from backstage and club is that there's so many long-range angels watching that doorway, and the mob might, like the one-shot body shot mob might be a solution, like might be the wedge you can push in there. It allows you to push in there, and then yeah, we'll find out. It definitely looks like they want to do a wall charge into hallway, however. So I guess breezeway into dockers into hallway. Interesting. And then split from kitchen. So they don't want to go backstage at all. They bring them up. They got them up. They leave the Saber behind, however. Mackie is on the mob. They have a wall charge and a door charge. That's a double charge play. That means they forced eco on the C-store. They voluntarily force eco themselves on C-store. I mean, it kind of makes sense on the C-store we saw. Like, we know which map is coming up, and eco is not too bad on that one. There goes the door charge, and now they're pushing into lockers.
Here comes the push in now from Slaughterhouse. This is their specialty. They go in, they secure lockers. Billboard with the first one into contact, running the, I believe, super shotty. Oh, he has the regular tub. He's going to get some damage in towards Rain. No actual kill just yet. They're setting up for some pre-fires. Frosty trying to get the lucky shot across with the pistol, as is Brand Juan. They get their grenade in to the barbed wire. Here comes the flash in. They go as well, reaching through hallway. Mini breach as Rain will take out Brand Juan in kitchen. Josh takes out Billboard, trying to push in around the side. Ned, though, stuck in a dangerous spot there as Zombie Bacon gets killed, and Ned. Mackie moves, takes out Frosty. It's all down to Godspeed. He gets one kill on the Rain, but Zombie Bacon will get the trade kill. Slaughterhouse secure the round with a very, very strong push there, 4-1.
Yeah. A very fast, very well executed push. Zombie actually super aggressive in the end, pushing on his own into club, while managing to taking out Ned with a shotgun here. So that was interesting. Billboard got flashed after he barely survived the wall charge. Well, barely in the sense of he got barely not hit. He did not take damage, but he was pretty close to. But yeah, he got flashed and then killed eventually by Josh, even though Josh Josh took a moment to actually check that corner. I almost thought he would run past by him, but in the end he turned around and took him out. And then they made a nice split push into kitchen and just again won their gunfights there. Mackie is securing 1 kill with the mob. So yeah, I mean they're still okay. They down all charges, but they still have the mob. They still have the Saber, and the next map might not be the worst one to go eco. So we will see how that goes. Actually, that might work out for them, and that would put them in a very strong position. I mean, they're 4-1 already. Even if they lose this one, they still won the half 4-2, so it would not be too bad. But they're in a decent position to actually win this. So that would put them in a 5-1 position. That would be obviously a very good start. Definitely on a strong display by Slaughterhouse here so far. So let's take a look. They have to go eco. However, the problem is BTG knows that, so it will be very interesting now to see what BTG will do to actually prevent that or stop that push. They know exactly what is going down. If they count it correctly, but they should be. It should be easy. Counting charges is not hard usually. So we will see how they set up their defense. I'm looking forward to that, because Slaughterhouse completely neglected the eastern part of the map, right? And actually that did cost them around, if you remember correctly, because they then were forced to come through office and pushing through freezer, which did not work in their favor. But they neglected the eastern part of the map because they knew, hey, they still have 2 charges. They come in from shed, they can come in from storefront, come in from freezer, they can come in from everywhere. And I think BTG might actually have miscounted. They're circling. Oh wait, no, that's the barbed wire placement. Is that barbed wire? I assume that's barbed wire placement. I for a second thought they're marking the wall charge spot, but no, they just got wall charge. They should be aware of that. Especially Billboard should be aware because he was right next to it. So I think that's just barbed wire placement. But yeah, as I said, Slaughterhouse was in a very different position to BTG. So for them, completely fortifying themselves into storage arcade office made sense. For BTG, however, there is a great incentive to actually maybe play a few other rooms, and it seems like they at least want to hold bathroom here. They're not in freezer so far. Actually, there's 3 people bathroom right now. Okay, Godspeed is running back, but well, he's definitely playing bathroom as well. They have 3 people in bathroom. Wow. Okay, Billboard is actually rotating around now. They're kind of giving up storefront there, so they give them that, but Brandon pretty aggressive on the freezer door. And no, okay, 2 people bathroom, but still. They have the auto shotgun in arcade. And we'll see if Slaughterhouse can push through here.
Yep, here comes the push now from Josh. Danger close in freezer. Brandwan waiting for this push. See some couple pre-shots coming out here. Goes for rotation back. Billboard also stuck with the Gruber. This is going to be a dangerous weapon at this close range. We do see a bit of a split hold on the sides here. A nice Molotov to block the push. Josh
waiting for the rotation.
Yeah, Volps is definitely playing it smart, waiting for anything to happen. Frosty also in a good position here as they go in for the push. Oh, Rain will get taken out by Brandwan as Josh trades. Somebody can get the kill to drop speed, and Ned will trade taking out Zombie Bacon there. Maximus with the saber, danger close, gets the kill onto Ned, but Billboard on the backside rotates out and around. So attackers now have control of the power, but Billboard will get the kill into Josh.
Yeah, Frosty with
Maximus and Volps. Nice, but Frosty will get the kill also onto Volps. It's down to Maximus. Stuck with the saber in a 1v2. If anybody can do it, it's going to be Maximus. He goes for the auto shotty instead. This is going to be very, very dangerous. Billboard going for the pre-shots to the sides there.
Plenty of time and picks up flashbangs, so there's a chance.
Oh, there's definitely a chance. Oh, here comes the push. None needed. He's going to go for he will get the kill in the Billboard. So 1v1, Frosty versus Maximus. And Frosty will secure the round for BTG. Nicely done.
Yeah, very well played by Frosty here. First, he got the Molotov on Volps, which did not stop Volps, but did deal some damage, and that allowed Frosty to finish him off with the knack the moment he got close to the door. And then Frosty, in storage, when Mackie pushed in, avoided the flashbang and actually rushed him and killed him before the flashbang even popped. So yeah, Mackie was a little bit overexposed there. I expected Mackie to play a little slower there, to be honest, because he still had plenty of time on the clock. I would have assumed he just throws the flashbang, waits for the bang, and goes in. But he decided to push it fast and strong. I mean, he has the auto shotgun. It's not necessarily a bad play. But in that situation, it did not work out for him. Frosty with the knack, getting the double kill here and securing the round for BTG. Ending the half 2-4 in the favor of Slaughterhouse. And now a new half, a new set of maps, and Slaughterhouse on the attack again. This time on Thundering Spear. Factory with a huge, or not huge, but a very central office here, giving good sidelines on the bomb. Dock actually interesting, I think, because it gives you access here to shelving right behind the bomb. Also, Fan super valuable because it gives you access to the high ground, which leads all the way around bomb and also gives you access to office. However, office, like as strong as office is here, it also is pretty hard to hold because you can get easily pincered from behind, which is where the green entrance is from storage. So lots of different positions that can be played here. I would feel a little unsafe here playing as a defender, honestly. They don't have many safe spots to play around, except for Toxic maybe. And Toxic holds power, but is far, far away from the bomb. So we will see how BTG decides to actually defend that. Seems like SH is looking for a storage into office push with a split from Doc, maybe? That might be it. However, well, the lines are not quite. I'm not sure where this line is going. It ends in no. It ends nowhere, really.
Might be a grenade throw, I'm guessing.
Maybe he wants to throw a grenade through a window. That might be it. That might be the play here. It would not be unusual. I mean, it's a good spot. There's probably some defender hiding behind those shelvers. It would make sense. Seems like they want to go for the power play here, however, instead of going for office, which is not what I expected, but it might also be not be what BTG expected, which would, well, be a big surprise to them and might work in Slaughterhouse favor here. They're definitely not holding Toxic whatsoever. They have Frosty in the truck. They have Brandon on fan, actually. And the other three are just lurking around shelving. Seems like, Zombie has a clacker, but doesn't have a charge. Not quite sure what they're setting up for. Do they have the wall charge? No, he placed the charge already on Doc. That's what's happening here. Volps is setting up for the smoke grenade over there. Oh, he's blocking off Billboard, who's the mob there. So Billboard has to push out of the smoke. Zombie's now getting blocked off by the Molotov, and the others are moving into storage.
Yep, and here comes the push now from storage. The rest of Slaughterhouse, basically taking advantage of the distraction in the dock. Zombie providing a good amount of cover. They threw the Molotov. They wasted one. Zombie now is going to be able to actually get the flank around as they focus through an office. Here comes Makimu's first one out into combat. Brandwan, though, waiting with the Ingmar, trying to get the shot across. As is Billboard waiting on the red door. Oh, nice shot from Billboard into Zombie Bacon, ending that push. Volps, though, will get the kill on the Frosty as Ned takes out Makimus. It's a good play from BTG staying alive as Rain will get the kill on the Ned. Brandwan will take out Rain. Volps will take out Brandwan. Back and forth battle as Gosby takes out Volps. It's down to a 1v2. Billboard versus Josh. Billboard, danger getting pushed very closely with a AP-25 there. Billboard, though, will get the kill onto Josh. And that is the round for BTG. Nicely held there, 3-4.
Yeah, that was interesting. The smoke play and then pushing at the same time was a nice play, but he got immediately stopped by a Molotov, so Zombie could not actually peek that or push in there. And when the Molotov went out, the smoke was gone as well. And when he then eventually moved into the door, he got killed by the mob from exactly that position where they smoked off before. And they took office, and then flashed them good. But in the end, PTG won too many trades there. I even think if they would have just all gone through storage, it would have gone better for them. Because basically, Volps was late to the party because he had to throw the smoke grenade, and Zombie Bacon got killed without doing anything. Basically, I mean, he distracted them for a little bit. Well, that didn't seem critical. Not necessarily because like a failure of planning on SH's part, just that BTG, like for the defense setup that BTG had here, it did not work out at all for Slaughterhouse. Like the combination of these two plans just was well in favor of BTG. And so they took the round, and that's good for them, obviously. And we will see if they can keep that momentum to swing that game back in their favor. We're now on Vulcan display, another vault map, another one with an interesting vault door that, well, I say another one because we had one earlier in the Rivals match. I believe the one we had in this game was not a vault map. Yeah, another vault map that cuts off a pathway between two rooms, office and club in that case. The bomb is in Brick House. Trying to read this map, this is a quite complicated one. So you can go reception into Brick House to press the button. You can come from office to get to vault, but the free entry is from club, which gets cut off as soon as you open the button. So that's kind of interesting. Backstage kind of works as a rotation here. And it seems like Slaughterhouse, after they lost the first round and lost the clacker in the charge there, opts to take the eco play here and push through club, which means they have to push all the way through office into brick house to press the button. However, then they actually can get, like, you can get from button to vault fairly easily. You don't have to run all around the map again. So this might work out. We'll see. Do we see the mob? We don't see the mob. They didn't bring it. Decided to, it's not useful on these angles. And Slaughterhouse is pushing in. So far uncontested. Wait, is vault open?
So far, club. I think the vault is currently open.
Yep,
they have blocked off that angle. Oh, but Godspeed, though, taking some damage. Frosty about to get pushed down. Josh will get the kill onto Frosty. As Godspeed and Billboard rotate back on sides. Godspeed getting pushed very aggressively. Wow, Josh, though, getting the kill onto Godspeed. He had nowhere to go. Zombie Bacon gets the kill onto Ned. As Zombie Bacon gets another one onto Brand 1. Billboard tracing up Mecky Moose. Billboard last alive. Josh team kills Volps by accident. Definitely not intentional, of course. Billboard gets another kill onto Zombie Bacon. They now double team, and Rain will secure that last kill onto Billboard. That is a fairly fast round from Slaughterhouse, 5-3.
Yeah, that was interesting choice from BTG to keep that vault open, completely negating the plan from SH here because they could not actually move through office, but they adapted quickly and just went for the kitchen route, which is a little bit longer, but they just used lots of flashbangs to force their way through there. I think they played that very nicely, throwing a flash, moving in, throwing a flash, but they did not stop moving, basically. It was a very fast and well-coordinated, well-executed push. And I was surprised to not see Brandon or Nat pushing the button as soon as Godspeed or Frosty shouted at them, they're just in, they're in, stop them. Not sure if that would have changed much because eventually they got overpowered in Brickhouse regardless, but I would have expected them to actually close the vault again, which they decided not to. In the end, it didn't make a difference, obviously. Frosty almost clutching it there. That would have been interesting to see. But overall, Slaughterhouse taking this here with the eco play. So that was strong. That means they still have 2 charges and a clacker left for the C-Store round. And that puts them in a strong position here. If they win the next round, they cannot lose this game anymore, which secures them at least 1 point, which, if you remember my long ramble at the start of the stream, would be important. Like, getting a point here is actually really, really important because it puts you in a good spot to get into the playoffs. Not secures the slot, I believe, but it makes it likely you get in. So securing a point would be very important. So we will see if Slaughterhouse can do this round or if they have to wait for the next set to start. This is Zulu Galahad. It's a huge storefront. It's a C-Star with a huge storefront. Remember, they have 2 charges, so they could go for a double play here. They're looking for the storefront charge, which is to be expected. There are a bunch of angles looking at it, though. BTG is drawing lots of lines from where they want to shoot storefront. And that might work. We will see. Seems like Slaughterhouse might do a split push from office, which that kind of makes sense. It gives you access to Teller. It will be barbed wire, though. But BTG is definitely predicting this plan fairly well. We'll see if that is enough to actually stop it. But they're definitely predicting it fairly well with the barbed wire next to Teller, lots of sidelines drawn onto storefront. I mean, that's kind of obvious. They have a wall charge that will probably go storefront. It just makes sense. But we'll see. We have the mob and freezer. We have someone sitting behind bomb. They're definitely setting up the sidelines here. Godspeed will actually sit in office. He might, if he's not careful, he might get killed from behind from the split push. And then Ned has to look out for that Teller push. But he is sitting in Teller. He's not giving it up for free. Oh, wait. They open up shutters really quick. But it was actually to the advantage of Mackie, who shot them with a saber. And I believe Godspeed actually took a lot of damage from that. So.
Oh. And a nice shot that Mackie was into Billboard. Wait, a long shot across through.
Wow.
Not sure how he did that. Nice.
I'm not quite sure what happened there, to be honest. I think they fracked it from... I don't know. I missed it. I was looking at other things. But they're pushing in now.
Indeed. Here comes the aggressive push from Slaughterhouse. Josh also getting the kill onto Godspeed. In the meantime, we have Zombie Bacon now pushing through Teller, and he gets the early kill onto Ned as Brand 1. It will take out Mackie Moose. Bit of a revengeance kill, but Josh taking out Brand 1 shortly afterward. Only 1 player remaining as Frosty. For BTG as Volps will take out Frosty. And that will be the round secured for Slaughterhouse, and I believe match point, 6-3.
Game point, indeed. But
game point. Excuse me.
That was an Unfortunately I was looking at Godspeed because I wanted to figure out who actually took damage there. So I kind of missed what happened over there, but somehow Mackie picked up the other kill on Billboard. Even though I believe the shutters were down already again. But yeah, the cheeky shutters play from BTG did not work out in their favor. Mackie immediately shot Godspeed there with the mob and brought him down to like 15 HP or something like that. And so yeah, that did not work out. Again, a very strong performance from Slaughterhouse. I think they're bringing their A game today for sure. They're showing. I feel like Slaughterhouse was struggling a little bit at the start of the season, but today they're showing they're definitely still one of the top contenders here. Playing really really strong, playing very aggressive, especially on the attack, moving in very fast, very effective. And we'll see if they can keep up the pace. However, they have to change the gears now because now they're on the defense. We're back to Thundering Spear, and now BTG can maybe swing this back around. However, as you just mentioned, Shark, we have 3 game points for Slaughterhouse now. If they win any of those rounds, they win this game. And actually, I misspoke earlier. I said this round would secure them a point. That's not true, however. If they tie this game and lose the next game, they still get 0 points. It would just deny BTG a point. So at this point, BTG cannot get 3 points anymore, I guess, is the correct statement. But if SH wins one of these next following 3 rounds, then they secure at least 1 point because then they cannot lose the match anymore. So looking good for them so far. We will see what BTG does here. This map worked in favor of BTG when they were on defense. Slaughterhouse brought the split push here from Dog with the smoke on shelving through the window. Did not quite work out for them because it got countered by the Molotov, and then they just got grinded down basically in office and conveyors. Seems like BTG is going for a similar strategy. They also want to go storage Dog. They also are circling at least power and consider taking it. However, Slaughterhouse with a very different defense strategy here. They have actually 1 person in office, actually maybe 2 people in office. Looks like it. 2 barbed wires and toxic. However, 1 is not guarded really. And but yeah, it looks like that's exactly what's going down. No split push though? Maybe split push? No, it doesn't look like a split push. Maybe they're going fan actually. They have a door charge. Mob shot hits, connects to the body. Godspeed down to 15 HP.
Wow, nice shot there from Mackie Moose with that long mop shot. We do see a smoke on that office corner. Yeah, too little, too late indeed. We do see them kind of pushing out through storage. Here comes the flash. Ned will be the first one into combat.
I mean,
most likely
allows them to get into storage, so it's not completely useless. But
that is true. It's going to be helpful. We do see a bit of a pre-fire coming in from Josh. Looks like
we actually have Billboard rotating all the way around, coming from Dog. Very late push from Dog. That could be interesting.
Sneaky push here. It's going to surprise Mackie Moose, but Josh got the kill onto Godspeed, who's already nearly fully dead there. Person was made of glass. We see a breach on red doors. Mackie Moose already rotates Volps in position with that Molotov to block the push. They do go for a nice Molotov as well on that toxic position to stop them getting the power position and play. But there goes the power. It is now off. Ooh, a nice flare, though, in front of Billboard. And Billboard gets the pick onto Josh as the flare is being deployed. Nicely done there.
Yeah, Josh got code open in the open there. Ooh, pushing into office.
Indeed, we do see Rain now getting in danger close, actually getting taken out by Ned. Zombie Bacon waiting. Oh, he goes for the long shot across towards Billboard. Doesn't get to kill him, but does get some damage across. Nicely done as a Frosty waiting on the side with Zombie Bacon. Volps trying to get the wallbang across into the truck. He's not going to get that kill, but Frosty will win against Zombie Bacon on the top side. Mackie Moose, though, in position for the trade. Will he get that shot and kill is the question. Brand Juan is also flanking, and Billboard will get the kill into Mackie Moose. It's down to a 1v3. Volps versus Billboard, Brand Juan, and Frosty. Frosty in position, waiting for the push on truck. They know where he is, and Billboard will come in clutch. Getting the round for BTG, 4-6.
Billboard with the triple kill here. Very well played. It would have been nice to see if Volps would have managed to get the wallbang through the trucks there. I'm not sure if that's actually... Yeah, no, he dealt damage, so I guess that you can actually penetrate all those walls, I assume. Would have been interesting to see if he would have taken out Billboard, how it would have gone there. But that was an interesting play. Billboard going all the way around, like pushing really, really late. I wonder why they did that. Why did I go with them first over there? Maybe it was like an maybe they wanted to see how the situation is over there and then decide on the fly if he wants to go back or actually push Sven or something. But they definitely opted for the dog play there. And Mackie immediately turned around, Wolf threw the Molotov, but in the end, Wolf still managed, not Wolf, Billboard still managed to push that door. And first catching one of the defenders wide in the open there, and in the end, also I think killing Mackie and Wolves, who was in the truck. So yeah, very well played. Also, the others pushing into office, like pushing Toxic in office. They had a good pace as well. Time was getting kind of close in the end, but they still had enough time to defuse. Like it was a good pacing. We're not rushing it too hard, but we're not taking too much time either. So very well played here by BTG, and we'll see if they can keep this momentum up and actually tie this game. They have to win the next 2 rounds for this as well. They still have 2 clackers, so they should be good for another charge. Only 1 door charge down so far. Seems like they're considering a very deep wall charge. Club into backstage into reception. Wall charge into break house right next to the button. That would be, I want to see that. They're raising the lines now, unfortunately. I hope they actually go for that. Doesn't look like it though. That would have been an amazing play. Not sure if it's a good play, but it would definitely be exciting to see that one. Erasing all the lines now again. We'll see what they eventually decide on. SH is mainly expecting a push through kitchen here, which means they will probably also open vault, because they're drawing a line. If they're expecting the attackers to go through kitchen, they would have to cut the pathway between vault and club, and they do, or office and club rather. So yeah, vault is open. It's interesting to see this on this map. It's actually viable to keep vault open at the start of the game. But yeah, BTG erased all the lines, so I'm not quite sure what they're going for. Do they have the clacker? No, they're going for an eco play. They will go just club into kitchen probably. We'll see if that works out for them, but that gives them a good position. If they win this, it gives a very good position to win the last round. But if not, this is a high risk, high reward play for sure. We will see if it works out in their favor or not. They're pushing into club, taking it slow.
Indeed, they're slowly playing here. It is all in for BTG. They have 1 round left to win if they want to tie it up, but still it's going to be a very dangerous gamble, as you just said a second ago. You see Josh waiting. You have a Molotov to block that push for a little bit, as you see the rest of Slaughterhouse basically holding on tight. They're in a strong position here in Brick House and in Office, waiting for the push. There comes a double flash in Kitchen. Brain is kind of stuck watching both angles at once. Josh trying to get the shot across with that neck. This is Kill House. It is wall bangable.
They have 2 frag
another
grenades,
Molotov to block the push.
Net deploying 1.
Here comes the first one. Get rid of that barbed wire. There's still 1 more grenade in their arsenal to use, possibly. Billboard trying to get the lucky shot across. Another Molotov to block that push. Really, really good Molotov. He's coming in from Slaughterhouse to stop that push and drain down the time, forcing BTG to make a possible mistake. Another grenade. Top side is going to get rid of that barbed wire. Here comes the entry into Brick House. Hope's getting possibly flashed, but Ned gets a kill onto Maggie Mason's. Billboard takes out Josh. Wow. Billboard gets a kill onto Rain as Volpes takes out Ned. Rain of Wanda taking the kill onto Volps. Nice play there from BTG staying alive. Zombie Bacon lasts alive on the bomb. Oh, this is going to be a dangerous one. Here comes the breach of Vault. Zombie Bacon with the auto shot. He goes for the kill, but Frosty will get that kill and secure the round for BTG. They went all in and come out on top, 5-6.
Yep. The gamble paid off. That was also, it was interesting. Slaughterhouse pulled back from kitchen, completely giving it up after they delayed them quite a bit with Molotovs and barbed wire, but they eventually pulled back, and then we're all sitting in office, break house, and vault. And Slaughterhouse really took their time to set up their push. Like, they were waiting in front of the office door, in front of the brick house door, and we're just waiting there, getting in position, preparing their plan, and then executed at the same time, and executed it beautiful, pushing through both doors at the same time, taking out the SH players here left and right. And I think they won this round with only losing 1 of their players. So that was very strong there during this play. Even closing Vault did not do much anymore because, well, they were on button at that point. So yeah, also, again, good timing on BTG. The time was ticking down a little bit, but they still had plenty of time to defuse in the end. It was all paced very well. They took their time to set up their plan and executed it soon enough to still have enough time to execute it properly, and it worked out in their favor. And now they have all the tools in their hands they need to tie this game up. They have 2 charges and a clacker left. Actually, 2 clackers, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. They won first round, right? Yeah, they should have 2 clackers, I guess.
So yes.
So wall charge, dodge charge, 2 clackers. Should still have the saber. Should have picked up the auto shotgun. I'm not 100% sure about the mob that was on the first round. I'm not sure if they actually scavenged it from first round. Probably not, actually. I think it was on the high ground. They might have not have enough time for that. But they should still have the saber. We'll see what they bring. We're back to Zulu Galahad. And we'll see what they do with their double charges here. I mean, they probably had a plan in mind, right? If they decide to eco the second round and take that gamble, they better have a good plan to deploy those 2 charges on this map. And it seems like this might be similar to what SH did the office storefront split push. We will see if it works out for them. It worked out for Slaughterhouse. But yeah, BTG is very strong on attack so far as well. Both teams seem to be very strong on attack, winning most of the attack rounds, if I'm not mistaken, so far. So how does SH wants to defend that? Similar to as BTG did, actually. 2 people storage, Josh and Freezer, not with the mob though, because they don't have that anymore. And Volps and Zombie Bacon in Teller and Office, similar to what BTG did earlier. They do not, however, go for the shuttle play because they don't have a mob. Billboard on the saber. They don't bring the they bring the auto shotgun on Brandon. They don't bring the mob, so I guess they did not recover that in the first round, or it did not have any bullets left. But I think they just did not recover it because it was on high ground. Anyway, wall charge going off, door charge is placed, and they're setting up for the split push.
Indeed, here comes the breach now on Office as we see the rest of Slaughterhouse rotating. Billboard and Speed look to try and get their lucky shots across. Not going to find anything as Brando and Frosty tag team it in the Office position here. We see Slaughterhouse kind of playing a little bit fluid, but still a little bit firm as well. Here comes the push now. At least a bit of a push on Office. Clearing it up, Volps is in position, taking a lot of fire with that auto shotty. The shotty of his own as a Zombie Bacon, waiting for the push. Here comes the breach. Here comes the flash. And Volps will come out and die as Brandon gets the kill onto Volps. Josh, though, takes out Frosty as Brandon gets another kill onto Josh. Brandon gets a 3rd kill into Zombie Bacon. Brandon with the auto shotty, unstoppable on that position and Teller.
Definitely makes use of it.
Very effective. It is kicking butt and taking names. That is for sure. Rain trying to get the lucky shot across. Oh, he gets the wallbang attempt, but Billboard will get the kill on the Rain. Trying to rotate. Maximus trying to stay alive, trying to win it. This is the last round. Oh, but a trade as Maximus takes out Ned and Billboard gets the kill on Maximus. And this first game goes to a tie.
Wow. Wow, what a comeback. I did not see that one coming. So first game is a tie. No, it means that no team can get 3 points. But honestly speaking, the 3 points don't really matter. Taking 2 points is all that is needed here to secure your place in the playoffs, if I'm not completely mistaken. So, yeah, it's everybody's game still. Very interesting. As a reminder, if they tie again, then it gets really interesting with the tiebreakers next week. What a back and forth. Both teams really strong on attack, I have to say. You could say it's the maps, but I really don't think it was the maps, honestly. I think it was just both teams executing their attacks beautifully and struggling a little bit on defense, especially Slaughterhouse. Like, Slaughterhouse was playing so strong. We saw 6 attacks runs from them back to back, right? And they were so well executed, so well timed, so strongly played. And then, like, especially the last round, it looked like they just did not really manage to pull through on defense, could not really hold their positions, and just got overrun there. And it seems like both teams really favoring attack here. And yeah, we will see how that plays out in the second game. We might, I need to wait for the call here if we're actually going in a short break or not. I think the teams might be ready. But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that second game. So we'll see how that goes. I think we should probably, better safe than sorry, just go for a short break here and be back as soon as the match is on the next game is on the way. So yeah, I'll say we'll be right back, and don't go anywhere. It will continue any moment.
on a more towards their side. Slaughterhouse is definitely more of an attacking side team. Still, this team in this game, it's hard to call. I think it's going to be an interesting one to the finish. Possibly another
I mean,
tie,
they
but
might
I
just
think
tie it again. Who knows?
I think so. Yeah.
It could happen. A tie would not be the worst case for both teams. Like
Mhm.
a tie gives them a good chance of getting in the playoffs. Losing means they're not. So both teams
Mm.
definitely want the point here. Um, if I remember correctly, if they both tie, there will be they will be probably be tied with Flogel, which means they probably have to play some tiebreakers or whatever next week. We'll have to look into it what exactly the situation is after all matches have been played. But yeah, losing means you're probably out. I mean, there's another chance. You're not like the losing team might not be out if Fierce screws up and loses their match. But otherwise, it looks bad. So both teams definitely don't want to lose here whatsoever, and they would both probably be somewhat fine with a tie. So who knows? Obviously, a victory is preferred, but yeah, first game was a tie, so we will see how it goes on this one. The map is just Echo. It's just an echo, apparently, of another map.
Mm.
I can't remember a map that looked similar, so I assume that's just a name generator being funny. But it's a C-store map with a pretty small storefront, I'd say. But Bomb is not located there. Bomb is in storage all the way back. And actually, storage is pretty, like, there's not a short path towards it whatsoever. Arcade is probably the shortest you can get, but that's still through 2 long rooms. And also, there's like a big open door between Teller and Arcade, which is an interesting position to be in. Seems like they want to actually go for the eco play here. Yeah, and eco means storefront because there's a green door in storefront. And seems like storefront is uncontested, so they will get in there without many fight.
Yep, we see the rest of
And them
Slaughterhouse kind
being
of in position for
Slaughterhouse.
the breach. Yes, Slaughterhouse going in for the breach. They go for the flashbang on storefront. Billboard is in position for a possible kill here. We do see Godspeed and Frosty rotating on Arcade to Tellers, possibly. No, setting up the barbed at Arcade. They're waiting for that push towards storage. Billboard will get the kill onto Volps, but Zombie Bacon will get that trade kill fairly quickly afterward. So one down in the push into a storefront. Not bad. Brand one looking for some lucky pistol shots with that LS from Office into Freezer. Doesn't get any kills, but does definitely slow them down a little bit. They go for the Arcade side push. Frosty's in a nice position though with the Molotov, but he gets taken up before he can use it. Ringing the kill onto Frosty is Ned. Gets taken up by Josh shortly afterward. Nice shot across there. Godspeed also peeking across with that Gruber as Brand 1 comes in to try and save it. Rocking the pistol again. It's now a 2v4. They do get rid of the barbed wire there, and here comes the flash. And here comes the rest of Slaughterhouse flowing in like water. Rain. Oh, Brand 1 getting lots of flashes. Godspeed actually team killing Brand 1 as Rain takes out Godspeed. Unfortunate teamwork there from BTG. It's going to be Slaughterhouse taking the first round 1-0.
Again, demonstrating how strong they are on attack. That, again, was a strong push, well executed. Winning their trades, basically. I mean, they traded with Billboard and then won the fight versus Frosty. And yeah, it was a good start. It was an eco play to win it. Good on them. Mackie picking up a knack, Zombie picking up a KR. I think Rain actually picked up a top there, even though I mean, one of them had an assault shotgun, so I'm not sure why I would pick that. I think the assault shotgun is straight up better than the top, but I might be wrong. So I'm a little surprised by that pick, but who knows? Somebody stole the barbed wire and Mackey's on 2 Molotovs. They're definitely looting quite a bit here. Double Molotov on attack that could be valuable. We'll see. Maybe I wonder if they actually deploy the barbed wire. That would be interesting to see. It can be useful in a few situations on attack. So maybe we see it come to use. But as I said, Slaughterhouse again demonstrating how strong they are on attack. Quick, fast push, lots of flashbangs. They really prefer the flash rush play, like just okay, flash room, go into it, clear it fast. They're really doing the bang and clear style play, and it works out very well for them. They really have that nailed down, and we'll see what they now do on the next 2 maps because they still have 2 clackers, 3 charges. They're in a good position. However, BTG still has their power weapons. I don't think they brought any, so they should be good. They used a bit of their utility, obviously, but besides that, they did not lose much either. So this is far from over. Yeah, we have a containment map, Glass Box. So this is one of the containment maps with 5 containers in this case in the center of the map. The bomb is in the center of all of them. So It could be interesting. These containment areas basically allow you to play short range weapons on a factory map, because they're obviously very close range with the long sidelines in between. So they have a bit of both. Definitely interesting to play around. Besides that, we have Office, very dominant on the on the east side of the map, connecting to power. However, being accessible from fans, so a little bit vulnerable from the back there, for sure. But there is cover. Like you cannot shoot from fan in the western part of Office, is what I'm trying to say, because there are these server racks in the middle. So yeah, Office definitely a strong position to hold. Seems like Slaughterhouse wants to go Doc here, which is an interesting choice. I mean, it gives them sidelines on Office, gives them quick access to power, which is what they're looking for here. So that could work. Turning down power means the fan stops spinning, so that gives them access there. BTG has the mob here on Ned. Not sure where he's positioning. He's putting a barbed wire in storage, and now I think he just wants to apply containment here, interestingly enough. Huh. We'll see how that works out for them. Yeah, we have Mackie here with the charging clacker, so on the Saber, so definitely going for the dog play here. We'll see if they actually split push through storage. They don't have a frag, so they cannot get rid of the barbed wire there. Billboard is guarding it.
Looks like they're going for the free push and storage instead of the lower dock play instead.
Or no, both. Mackie's still on the way to dock.
They're both? Oh, there we go. Didn't see that there. We do see a bit of a push now. Some pre-fires happening in storage, but no one taking any damage. Brand 1 rotating somewhat towards that side.
Did decent damage before pulling back there.
Oh, nice. See that. Mackie Moose, though, is in the breach position with that Saber. Mackie Moose is a very, very good sniper, so it's going to be very dangerous for
sniper battle,
BTG to push.
Ned is watching.
Oh,
no, he's pulling back.
Yeah, he's gone back a little bit, but still, Ned's watching. Mackie Moose and Ned about to battle it out here. Oh, looks like Ned will get a shot across towards Mackie Moose. Didn't get any damage in. As they just try and clear out the dock. Here comes the flash in on dock. And here comes the push. You see, oh, Frosty takes out Josh, but Rain will take out Billboard as Brand 1 takes out Rain. Zombie Bacon trades, taking out Brand 1. As Zombie Bacon gets danger close to Frosty. Frosty coming alive, but Godspeed comes in, saving his teammate there. It's down to Volps and Mackie Moose. Volps in a dangerous spot here, battling against Ned with the mop there, as Frosty will try and support his teammate. Volps trying to play it smart, rotating back and forth. Mackie Moose is on the backside. They don't know where he is just yet. Mackie Moose could get this kill here. He goes for the power play. Godspeed's to know there's a player there. Nice shot by Mackie Moose onto Godspeed. It's 2 remaining. Actually, no, Volpus got taken out early on. It's down to Mackie Moose last alive now. Ned and Frosty versus Mackie Moose. 1v2. Time is already running out. Mackie Moose will get the kill onto Ned. 1 more to go. It's going to be onto Frosty. Is he going to save it? Is he going to go for this kill? Frosty. Looks like Mackie Moose is going to go for it. Oh, but Frosty gets the kill to Mackie Moose before it gets it. Nicely done there by Frosty.
Frosty's going for it, actually. Pushing here now, stealing the Saber. No, he swaps for the Mop.
Oh,
last second.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that probably make... Well, I mean, they're both good. I would actually go for the... depends on how much ammo you have, I guess. But yeah, no, that was interesting. The Zombie Bacon was exactly in the situation I described earlier. He had a shotgun. He was playing shotgun, containment with a shotgun, so close range weapon, and it worked for him for a moment. But then he stepped in one of those long sidelines I mentioned, and Godspeed just took him out across the map with the Lagros there, saving Frosty, because Frosty was a bit out of position there with an Ingmar really close range against Zombie. So if Zombie Bacon would have found them there in the container, he would have probably taken a kill. But that didn't happen because he stepped into that long sideline for a moment. And in the end, it worked out for BTG here. Very well hold on that map. And that means, Slaughterhouse still has 2 charges and a clacker though, so they're not completely down. They don't have sniper though, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, we'll see if they can make do anyway. It seems like they're going for the double push, double breach play here. We're on grinding cause and Office into that little pocket room and then wall charge right into bomb. Seems like a good play. Oh, actually, this is the map I made with Axum on stream with Sandwich on stream, I believe, 2 weeks ago, basically. I remember I told him to move that red door down a little bit, if I remember correctly. So we'll see if that was a bad call from me, or if it works out. So yeah, kitchen is kind of hard to control, hard to push into because it's one of those weirdly shaped rooms. And bomb is in there, so you have to eventually get in there. So the wall charge from the little pocket from office there might actually be very valuable there if they manage to pull it off. However, there are some nasty angles on that red door in office. You can shoot it from kitchen. You can have someone in office shoot it. You can have someone in hallway getting some nasty angles in office there. So it's not going to be easy to push that depending on how BTG decides to defend that. And they definitely have their people sitting around there. Frosty actually in the small pocket room there. Ned with the auto shotgun probably not going to stop the push immediately. Most of them are in club and brick house though, so kind of out of position. I mean, Billboard can rotate fairly fairly quickly. Setting up for the push.
And here comes the bit of a slow push here. They go for the red door breach on office. Here comes a double flash. Ned putting on the barbed wire. Frosty in position though. Are they gonna be ready for this position and push? Frosty, he goes for the shot across for Zombie Bacon, but Volts will get the kill onto Frosty. A multi to block that push is gonna be very, very effective. As we see Ned gets the kill onto 1 and 2. Zombie Bacon gets the kill. All gets taken out by Ned there. Josh gets the kill onto Ned. Volts takes out Billboard. Brand 1 and Godspeed last alive now for BTG as Godspeed takes out Rain. Here comes the push. Oh, Godspeed takes out Volps and Godspeed gets the kill onto Josh. Godspeed coming in clutch with that Gruber, securing the round win for BTG.
Look at these dead bodies all scattered around. That was a bodies. What an explosive round. Wow, that was crazy. Slaughterhouse again with an extremely fast push, going in fast and strong, and maybe a little bit too fast this time. BTG managing to take them out by one eventually. But it was close, and they almost pulled it off. I'm not sure if it would have been, it might not have worked. It might have been a bad idea as well to go a little bit slower, but it did not quite work for them regardless in this case. So BTG pulling strong here. And sorry, I had a little bit of a cough there. But luckily they started pushing, so I could just hand it over to you. So yeah, I should still be fine for the rest of the game, I believe. So let's just move on. We're back on Just Echo. Now it's an Echo actually from a set ago. So now the name is actually fitting. This time with BTG on the offensive side here. This time being around, and we will see what they do. Remember, Slaughterhouse decided to do the eco play here, if I remember correctly. No, wait, did they? Yeah, they did. They pushed into storefront and then did go through teller. And it doesn't seem like BTG wants to do that quite. They're considering wall charges even, either from bathroom into storage or from storefront into bomb room into storage, which both would be fairly strong for sure. Slaughterhouse not drawing any plans yet, or we don't see them. Sometimes they just don't show up, but usually they do, so I assume they're just not drawing right now. We'll see. We'll see. This could go. This map is a little interesting because bomb is not in storefront, right? So you can push arcade with the red door there, sure, but it's not giving you too much value. You can instead just opt for the storefront play and then push through teller into arcade. It's not that much harder, not that much longer. Using a door charge there, most teams seem to decide that's not worth it. The freezer door, however, gives you quick access to bathroom, and bathroom is a death hole really. But it has a good spot into like a wall charge spot into storage. It gives you access to office, so definitely valuable to take bathroom. But you could also just take that from storefront, like through freezer. So it's definitely valuable. It's definitely an eco-friendly map, I'd say. But it seems like they want to go through the free entry and then deploy the wall charge, probably on that storefront storage door, or they push all the way through freezer into bathroom. We will see. Setting up for the push here. Frosty going the other way around, interestingly enough. Slow walking. Not sure. Here comes also moving over there. What are they looking for? Are they waiting for the tellers for the shutters to be pulled open? Maybe.
Looks like it.
Well, it's not going to happen.
Maybe not yet, but we do see the breach in on storefront as Billboard now comes in towards Fraser's danger close to Rain.
Frosty wallbangs through the arcade door, but not anyone. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Do you see them actually holding off in that red door position though in Arcade? Sunbacon and Volpe's on the backside. Volps, excuse me. Josh now, danger close to Brand 1. Oh, Billboard trying to get the kill. He will get it onto Josh as they go for the red door breach. Brand 1 will get the kill onto Rain in the meantime. And Sunbacon get taken out by Ned. On the backside, down to Volps and Mackie Moose. Last alive now on the bomb site. They've lost all their positions. It's all down to these two. Mackie Moose though has a nice Molotov. He throws it in position. A really strong one. Billboard taking some damage, but staying alive is Ned. Team kills Frosty. Volps gets Ned. Volps stays alive, but not for long as Billboard gets the kill onto Volps. Billboard, actually Godspeed takes out Volps. Billboard takes out Mackie Moose, and BTG takes out the round for them, 3-1.
That play by Frosty, how cheeky was that? Sitting outside the red door, waiting for his teammates to make the call when to shoot. It did not quite work out, but they let him in. Then with the shotgun, that shot the door open, and that allowed them to push in. Even that, like, even if he doesn't door bang, like even if he doesn't wall bang through the door, just shooting open the door, opening another sideline they have to watch, forced them to push back, and that allowed the attackers to push in here and winning their fights again. So yeah, this time BTG again on the attack. They're showing great strength and are very successful in pushing in here. They almost got thrown over there by ignoring Volps, who was sitting in the corner, and then losing 2 guys there. But eventually the others could clean up. They just had too many men. The man advantage was just too big there, and so that little mistake did not cost them the round. They picked up a bunch of stuff. I saw Nag, so we'll see if that comes to use. I don't think, like, if I remember correctly, Mackie stole the Nag last time as well on this map, but they did not use it. I didn't think they used their barbed wire either, unfortunately, or I missed it, but I didn't saw it. So I don't think I'm a little sad about that one. Would have been nice to see an offensive barbed wire somewhere, but I guess next time maybe. Anyway, we're back to Glass Box, the containment map. That did went in the favor of BTG on defense. So we'll see what they do on attack. SH decided to do the dock storage split push here, which worked quite well for them for a bit, but then in the end they got killed from office and shelving, and a few people hiding on containment. Was just too many, too strong of a position on the eastern and northern part of the map. And seems like SH is going for a very, very barbed wire heavy play here, having 2 on storage. And I believe that might be 3 barbed wires in shelving. 1 on fan, 1 on the high ground, 1 on the first floor. I'm not sure that drawing on fan might not be a barbed wire. It looks a little weird. It might be something else, but I would expect it to be a barbed wire. That would make sense. Seems like BTG is looking for that angle through fan into office. Yeah, give some. Yeah, I guess you can get you might see a glimpse from someone standing right in that spot. But I would assume, actually, might be. I don't know. It's probably more valuable to just get into shelving on the highway, and then move up the north and get a better angle. But we'll see. Seems like they also want to go for the dock play here, maybe. So we'll see if they do something similar, or if they actually decide to push fan and dock. Definitely looks. That's definitely what it looks like from their drawing. The defenders are setting up mostly in office, on containment and highway. I'm always saying highwalk. Mackie's sitting on the highway here. Volps and Zombie in office. Rain is running back and forth. They actually, they have 3 barbed wires in shelving. They brought 5 barbed wires. That's excessive.
Wow.
We'll see if it secures them around. It might. It looks like actually BTG is going for the same strategy as H did, though. Split push storage with a late, or pushing storage with a late split push from docks with Billboard with the saber here.
And they are in position. They're set up for the breach. Here comes the red door breach a little earlier than Slaughterhouse did, I believe.
Yeah, no mob. You have the mob on defense, by the way.
Interesting. We'll see how they position themselves for that push by Billboard with the saber. Triple flash coming in on the containment as Billboard gets a kill on his own bacon. Brand 1 gets the kill onto Rain on that side. Frosty gets the next kill onto Josh as Billboard takes out Volps. A fast round. Oh, wow. What an amazing round.
Slaughterhouse being true to the name.
It's more like Slaughtered House.
Yeah,
done by BTG.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It was. Oh, wow. Slaughtered House is probably the name of this round. Yeah, you got that one right. BTG completely taking them. Wow. catching them off guard completely. That was a well-executed push. Billboard, really strong position there from Dog. You remember when Slaughterhouse pushed that, they BTG had Ned with the mob guarding that door, and Slaughterhouse decided to not do that. And I think that might have been the deciding factor here. Billboard just going strong with the saber, taking out Zombie and in office, and then taking out, I think, Volps on the catwalk as well. That was just, yeah, that secured them that part of the map, and the others just pushed really strongly in conveyors. They did not decide to go the southern part with the path, but I think SH did, if I remember correctly. They decided to go all the way north and come into containment from there, and that worked very well for them. So BTG up ahead 4-1. A very impressive performance so far. We'll see if they can hold that. Now we're going to the Killers map again. I mean, they use the wall charge and the door charge now, so they still have a door charge. They will not be able to do the wall charge play Slaughterhouse did, which did not work for them though. So I mean, it almost worked. And we'll see if BTG decides to go for office here or instead will actually push backstage. Because both are valuable. Office is kind of hard to take, but it gets you pretty close to bomb. While the backstage push is a little bit more viable to get into club, and then it's easier to get to the bomb from there, I would say. But it seems like they want to opt for the office play here instead.
Interesting. I'm not seeing a lot of lines coming up from Slaughterhouse though on defense.
Nope.
Setting up for positions or placements. So I'm guessing they're keeping their cards close, and I'm guessing they're probably going to hold for, I'm guessing probably red door backstage push, maybe towards office, but I think backstage is where they're going to probably focus on, if I had to guess.
I assume Slaughterhouse doesn't have many barbed wires left. I do not remember how many they brought in the first round, but they brought 5 in the second round. So
that's most of their supply.
That's most of them, really. It's more than half. They only have 9 total. So we will see how many they bring this time. Seems like a split push from BTG though. They want to bring 2 people from Lumberyard into hallway, and then wallbang club from there. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have the wall charge to go into kitchen directly, I guess you have to find a different way to somehow attack this kitchen room, which is, again, as I said, hard to take because of that shape. It's really awkward to attack there. So many angles, especially if they have a lot of barbed wire. And it seems like they only brought 1 barbed wire in the first round because they still have 3 left. 2 of them being in office and the other one guarding the kitchen towards club. So barbed wire is placed perfectly to stop that push. So this might work out in Slaughterhouse favor here. They also bring both their power weapons because they saved them the last 2 rounds. Zombie with the auto shotgun in office, Mackie with the mob here in kitchen, looking for a wall bang, actually, I believe.
I think they were.
That would be a nasty wall bang if you managed to do that. Well, there might be 2 walls.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's still damage, I believe. I'm not sure. It seems like they decided to go for 3 people hallway, though. So they're pushing in.
Yep, here comes the push in. It looks like they went a little bit slow. They are going around the top side, actually. Here comes the smoke on hallway. Looking to cut off that angle. Josh is in position, though. Try and stop that push from happening. Rain is also rotating.
Go offense eventually. Too much defense there.
I guess that was a good idea. They go for the breach, actually, in club. Oh, and they get the flanking kill onto Rain with a surprise. But Mackie Moose is in position with that mop as a Molotov and a flare. That's why he has the flare on this one. They do throw a nice Molotov to block that push, giving them some time to rotate around Zombie-Bacon. Oh, flash directly on him. Ned will take out Josh. In the meantime, Mackie Moose, nice pick onto Ned. It is down to a 3v3. A nice grenade to get rid of that barbed wire. As Bronwan takes out Volps, is now a 3v2. Make that 2v2 as Mackie Moose gets the kill on the billboard. Here comes the flash. Frosty gets 1. Will he get 2? Wow. He gets 2 on the Zombie-Bacon. And that's going to be the round for BTG. 5-1.
I guess I miscounted. I guess I mixed up the rounds because they apparently still had a wall charge and a door charge. Okay. And I decided to bring it hallway. So that worked quite well, actually. Well played here from BTG. I'm not sure what I mixed up. I mixed something up, apparently. Probably the C-Store round. But yeah, I mean, again, a very strong push. Again, the team BTG showing their strength on attack. Slaughterhouse struggling a little bit here. In the end, it almost looked like they might be able to turn it around with their mob and the auto shotgun there. But Frosty with a very, very aggressive push with the AP just rushing in there, taking them out 1 by 1, securing the round here. And now it looks really, really good for BTG. Remember, the first game was 6-6. So BTG is Well, if they get one more round, they cannot lose the match anymore. So they secure the one very important point. Getting 2 points, obviously favorable, but getting one more point, getting one more round gives them secures them the 1 point. They cannot lose the match anymore, because then the worst thing that could happen would be tie, and that would be important for them because it gives them a good shot at the playoffs. But obviously, winning 2 more rounds would be preferable. And I mean, this looks very doable. They're ahead 5-1. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to Slaughterhouse here. They haven't seemed to be in the game yet. They've had some good positions, good strategies, but just haven't had the luck and the skill of the round there on their side. Good to see how it's
it
going
was
to work
definitely
on this last round.
it was definitely a little bit more back and forth in the first game.
Mhm.
And now BTG on attack again. So since both teams seems to favor the attacker side, from what I've seen today at least, it's this might end quickly. This might end in this set. If they might win 2 more of their attacker rounds, and this match is over. We'll find out. We're looking at a new map here, Raging Display. It has a skylight in storefront. Bomb is in storage. Okay. Shed has power outside, but it's only accessible with a wall charge. So it seems like BTG is looking to set someone up on Shed, not breaching it, just holding the 2 green doors, maybe opening him with a shotgun and then taking their shots at the defenders in office and arcade. I think that's the plan here, while the rest of the team will drop into storefront and just move their way through teller into storage and splitting into freezer with the wall charge. I think that's the play here. That seems like a very strong plan. And yeah, Net has a shotgun, he has a clacker, he has a wall charge. That seems to be the play. Brandon on Shed with the shotgun will probably open the door. Frosty's coming there in Godspeed with the AP, so they will take the fights there probably. Actually, they have 3 people on Shed now. That's a little bit surprising. And yeah, doors open. We'll see if they can take a pick. The others are jumping in storefront.
Actually, interesting.
Not
They're
yet.
still up top. I thought
Yeah,
they
it's
dropped
up
down
top.
below and they're doing the green door breach in there on the cross.
No.
That's not the
He
case.
picked up the wall charge. He dropped the wall charge on the roof and now picked it up again.
Oh, gotcha.
They're still on
Good?
top. Now they're dropping in.
Yes, there's now Ned
It's a
has
bit
finally
confusing.
dropped in. A little bit sometimes. We do see a Frost now coming up from the top sides as well. Here comes the flash in on Freezer. And not a whole lot of action just yet. Brandwan looking for the lucky shot across. Again, they were fighting a lot through this small little death funnel of the arcade green door on that bottom side. Take control of Teller in storefront and Freezer for that matter. But the rest of Slaughterhouse is waiting in storage and arcade. They have barricaded themselves fairly heavily in there. Bullward has the grenade to get rid of this barbed wire, but as soon as he does, it's going to give away his intentions and his position, so it's going to be a dangerous one. It has another barbed wire anyway to get rid of, so it might as well push through. The problem is they have 2 players waiting. Here comes the breach on an interesting angle on Freezer. A nice multi block to push. Brandon will get the kill. Actually, will get taken out by Macubus as Billboard takes out Volps. A nice kill early on that rotation, as we see the rest of Slaughterhouse now working together, tying it up, trying to get into the action. Here comes the flash in from Frosty. Frosty will get the kill onto Josh. Simon Bacon trying to save something.
Rain
Get
with
in
the
there, but Ned
flank.
will get the kill. Nice flank from Rain as Ned gets the kill on Simon Bacon. Billboard takes that Macubus. Rain gets another flanking kill onto. Oh, nice kill from Ned. Coming in clutch, the last man alive. That's going to be the round for BTG.
Yeah,
Nicely
Rain
done there by Ned.
almost clutching it there. Nice flank from him through arcade. If like one of his teammates would have survived in storage, they would have taken that round, or if he would have been able to take out Ned there. And yeah, Ned was on almost no HP, so one shot and he would have been down as well. Triple kill for Rain here, really strong display. As Slaughterhouse deciding to really turtling themselves in there in that back corner, not like giving BTG all the space they want in all the other rooms. And they took their time, they took their room, they prepared this push. Again, they prepared it perfectly. They took their time to set up everyone on this position they wanted them to be. They cleared out, like I saw Billboard running around bathroom and shooting through the stalls to make sure nobody is getting in their bag. So they really took their time clearing it out and then pushing in. And it was a very good push. And it would have been very one-sided if not for Rain, who made the good call to rotate around from arcade, I believe, into freezer and killing 3 of them before being taken out by Net eventually. Which brings BTG on 6 points in this round, and as I just mentioned, that means they have 1 point safe. 1 point is secured for them, and that brings them. That means they're very likely to be in the playoffs right now. It's not 100% safe yet, but it's very likely if they win one more round. And keep in mind, SH needs to win 5 more rounds. So if they win one of the next 5 rounds, then this match goes to BTG, and I think that secures them the playoff position because that should bring them to 10 points if I'm not mistaken. And I don't think they can drop on the 5th place with 10 points. So winning that should be safe. But I'm not gonna make the final call here yet. We will give the final results when all matches have been played, and we'll give you the overview on Monday for sure. But it's looking very, very, very good for BTG here for sure. We are on the potentially last map of this match, or of this evening, really. Well, evening for me, might be day for you. Marshall Talon. It's a very big factory with an interesting shelving here with planks connecting the different highways, and seems like SH is about wiring that fan, and then might be, yeah, Mackey's holding that with the mob there. He's sitting on the plank. Oh no, he actually jumped down. Okay, never mind. He's holding the fan from down there, and it seems like BTG is setting up for what do they set up? Storage push? Seems like it. Don't want to go toxic. They crossed that one out. So I guess it's storage.
We'll see what's in storage for BTG there as they push in on the bottom side towards that red door in storage.
Billboard on fan.
As Billboard is waiting. Yeah,
Yep.
he is looking for a fantastic shot across into office as Unbacon and Mackie Moose is waiting. It's a sniper battle on the top side. They do go for the red door breach, but Volps is waiting with that Molotov to block and delay some time.
There's another one.
Giving them some ground. Oh, Mackie Moose goes for the shot across into Billboard. Did not get that kill. Did indicate position though. He has been spotted. The rest
Volps is waiting for the flashbangs. There,
yep, here comes his positions. Nicely done. Rain out coming in. Danger close to Ned. Who will win this? Rain versus Ned. Oh, Ned will win it against Rain on this bottom side of storage. The rest of BTG waiting for the clearance to get in there. Volps actually rotated up and above into office. Oh, interesting. And they go for the power play as well. On the top side, Josh trying to get the lucky shot across. They are heavily focused on that player. But the problem is Brandwan has now gone on the backside. Brandwan get the kill onto Josh. Gets another one onto Becky Moose. Nice flank from Brandwan. Volps and Zombie Bacon last alive now for Slaughterhouse. Their final chances of winning this matchup. Volps taking damage. Who get the kill on the Brandwan, takes some damage in the meantime. But Godspeed and Frosty secure the game for BTG. 7.
Yep, the round.
GG's.
That's the round game and match for BTG here. That flank from Brandon, wow!
Nice.
Like
they
killed them so quickly in succession. Like there was like a second between the two shots, maybe, and they were not quite close, quite next to each other. I mean, they were kind of close, but still impressive display here from BTG. It was nice. I think it was Ned with the Molotovs. No, not Ned. Wolves with the Molotovs from office. Dealing a lot of damage, but Ned managed to get through and taking out Rain, unfortunately for them. And yeah, BTG just a very strong performance in the second game here. And yeah, a very effective one attack in both games for sure. And Slaughterhouse could not quite make it in the second game here. So that might okay, so this makes it very likely, let's put it that way, that makes it very likely that besides Macer, BTG will actually be in the playoffs, and SH will probably not in the playoffs, because we have right now the standings are Macer 14 points. They still play a match, but it doesn't matter. They're safe already. BTG 10 points, Flogels 9 points, and Fierce 8 points, but they play another match. SH 8 points as well. If Fierce loses, it actually comes down to the tiebreaker. Let me double check so I don't say something wrong, but I think the tiebreaker should be head-to-head count. Where is it? Playoffs? No. And yeah, the tiebreaker would be head-to-head, and that would be Fierce, because Fierce won versus SH when they played against each other. So that means SH is out. If I'm not completely mistaken, SH cannot make... That actually means our playoffs are pretty much set, because none of the other teams can make it in the top 4 either anymore. So playoffs will be, if I'm not 100%, not completely mistaken, We'll make an official announcement after we are super sure, but it looks like the players will be Mazer, BTG, Team Flogels, and Fierce. So, well, that was an exciting day, or exciting 2 matches we saw here. The rivals match, very important, and obviously now the DPL match, very important as well, because it just decided the playoffs. BTG probably pretty happy right now. Yeah, cool beans. We'll be back tomorrow with more DPL action. We see Momentum versus Mazer at 1 p.m. EST and Fierce versus SPG at 3 p.m. EST. So that's definitely that's going to be interesting as well. Even though it's not going to be as important for the playoffs anymore, at least, but it's still going to be important for who's playing in relegations potentially. So we will see how those matches will go. Yeah, I mean, that's it from me. Anything you want to add to that stuff, Chark?
Ooh, okay. Well, for one thing, thank you for watching. This has been an amazing set of games today and an amazing series back and forth between these two teams battling it out. Ultimately, Slaughterhouse weren't really there for the second game. It seems they were definitely struggling to get any access in there. BTG proving their worth, definitely doing a nice T-pose against Slaughtered Esports. That is Slaughtered House Esports, excuse me. Nicely done there, though, from both teams. Slaughterhouse still kept it in the fight, still tried their best, ultimately couldn't get it in there. And still, a fantastic series from both teams. I'm excited to see the games tomorrow.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll be back tomorrow, as I said, 1 p.m. EST, and we are out for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm TH Pine. This was Stuffed Shark with me, and have a good day.
Yep, adios.